Shalom, sweet people. I am Maker Strong. My Maker makes me strong. And I came to you guys today with another installment of Celibacy is Easy, at least for me. And welcome back to my channel. I would appreciate it if you would like, share, comment, subscribe, do all those things that help my channel to grow. And of course, if you are already subscribed, you know I do these drawings every few months or so. And I give back to my subscribers, and especially if they're commenting, so it's just a small thing that I do to try to give back. So if you are interested in that, interested in this content, please sub up. All right, so today, let me just give you guys kind of an update of what's been going on. So I came back home and I had so much to do. As you guys know, I'm an empty nester now, and I have been transferring things from my daughter's room to my room because I'm moving into my daughter's room because she had the better room. And so now I get the better room. And so, anyway, so I've been kind of trying to do that, and then I've been working and stuff like that. So I finally got a chance to go to the vegetarian or the vegan festival. It's like a mercado in downtown Monterey, and I was able to enjoy that. And so I have some videos, y'all. Y'all, please just be patient because the uploading process is not easy for me. Um, it will be one day, but that's not today. And so I have videos from that, and I want to share those with you. I also was able to go out again this past Saturday night, and I had a great time. And I have videos of that, but I just need to put it all out there for you. Now, in the middle of trying to manage my life, I was talking to this guy, and it seemed like things were going very well. But out of nowhere, it didn't. And so I decided that it would be good for me to not gatekeep all of the things that I've learned over the past few years, and also being a survivor of narcissistic abuse. And what I've decided to do is I'm going to put that on my Patreon. The reason is because I'm still on these dating sites. I'm on like 50 different dating websites. And I am still looking for my person. All right. And so, what I will give you guys is just the idea of the past more than 14 years of waiting for the right one. And the one thing that I can say is it gets better. It gets better. And I will say I'm very grateful for meeting this person because um, just dealing with what was going on between he and I, it let me know that he was a higher caliber of male, than I have dealt with before. But then there's also issues because it's like if your person is your person is gonna have certain attributes, and you're gonna feel a certain way about that person. You know what I mean? So if it's not your person, those other things will come out to reveal that it's not your person. And it doesn't mean that that person is wrong or bad or nothing like that. There are lots of nice people in the world. There are lots of good people in the world, but they're not all going to be your person. You have a person, and I'm looking for mine. So close is not enough. Almost doesn't count. And so, um, but there are some telltale signs of problems, And the one thing that I will tell you guys is, ladies, for sure, if you're talking to somebody and when you leave, wait until you leave the conversation, wait until you leave the interaction, and just sit with your feelings. Sit with those feelings and try to assess whether you feel empowered. Do you feel motivated? Do you feel appreciated? Do you feel prioritized? Do you feel inspired? So if you're feeling all those things, I would say keep going, because those are all very good signs that this is a person who is positive, right, in your energy. And all of that your body will tell you. You know what I mean? Now, okay, let me just be candid with you guys. Yesterday, I tried to make a video, and for some reason, my eyes just would not stop, like having these lashes go in, and I was like trying to, and I don't have fake lashes, guys, but I don't have anything against them. They just don't, they have something against me. But so here I am like pulling on my lashes, like what is going on with my eyes? So it was like, okay, finally I was able to get the video out, but then I was gonna have to edit it. Y'all know, uploading, editing. I'm still working on it. I'm still proud of myself because I would have never, never in a million years. If you would have told me last year that I was gonna be editing videos, and I'd be like, what? I mean, years before I started this channel, I told you guys, well, I don't do that. It's not my forte. And I was like, yeah, but it's going to have to be my forte, right? And oh, by the way, off topic, but on topic, please keep your eyes out for the Shaman's Gate audiobook. Okay, it's enough of my commercial. Anyway, so I was making this video yesterday about like the stupid questions that these low vibrational men ask when I'm on the dating sites, like the ways that they, like, somehow they might have gotten past my initial boundaries of like just the really really dumb stuff, but then once they make it past that boundary and then I start talking to them like in a video call or on the phone, whatever, that's when those other things, like where you thought this was going to be deeper than this because they made it past the other blocks. They made it past the other blocks. But then they get in your ear and it's almost like they don't know what to talk about. So they talk about these particular things that have no bearing on anything to do with me and them. And I made a list of those questions. And I mean, I only made a list of 5 because they're like 20, but I mean, it's a short video. And so, anyway, my eyes were like doing this stuff. Like I was like not able to, but then I was like, sometimes Most High doesn't want certain things out there, right? And I fell asleep after that because I was like, okay, this is not going to happen, I guess. So I fell asleep and I got some insight into why I shouldn't put that out there. And so I'm just going to listen to my intuition. And that's what I'm basically coming to you guys to say. You have intuition as a female. You normally have it, you naturally have it. I know that Pisces, both male and female, are usually very intuitive. So here I am. I am a Pisces, but I'm also female. So I'm like really intuitive. And, sometimes people try to make you second guess things that your intuition tells you. And then normally what happens is when things go ahead and move the way they were going to move, like, or they just roll out the way they were going to roll out, you will sit back and go, dang, I told myself this, but I let myself or other people, because sometimes it's other people, make me feel like maybe I was being unfair or maybe I was, um, missing out on an opportunity that would have been great. But because I'm listening to my inner voice or I'm listening to my gut, then I'm just suspicious or some other shadow work that needs to be done. Well, for a person like me, I do a lot of shadow work. I'm very analytical. And so I always have to go back and go, wait, let me just think about some of the things, the conversations that I've had, and why, after having those initial conversations, whether the conversations continue or not, those particular men end up being the ones that I'm no longer talking to for something that they did. And of course, I'm not going to say that I'm perfect because I'm not. I'm not an angel. I'm just me. But those men are the ones who will admit that they did it. Okay? They are the ones calling to apologize or trying to call to apologize because you all know I'm the block queen. And so if it's not that, whatever. But my point is I embrace positivity. I want happiness. But there are some people who, from the initial questions that they ask, it gives you an insight into their psyche. It gives you an insight into their insecurity. It gives you an insight into what their conversations are going to be like going forward. And what I hadn't done was I hadn't listened to the years of experience that I have had dealing with the same nonsense and the fact that there are these telltale signs. And it's like, I'm not talking about just the normal where you say, well, this is a red flag. Well, yeah, there are some red flags. But I'm talking about just the right off the rip, this is going to be some BS. Yet, because I give the benefit of the doubt, I end up telling myself, you see that? You see that? That wasn't your person. And since I'm only looking for my person, I'm just really not interested in, you know, the somebodies. And what I mean by that is when when people are like, "Well, I just want somebody who does this. Well, I just want somebody who looks like this. Well, I just want somebody who treats me like this." Because somebody is just somebody. And that's why I tell you guys to listen to your intuition because your intuition knows. It's basically the inner child in you because the inner child is free. Whether or not it was silenced or it was abused or it was, the light on it was dimmed, that child knows more than the adult that's been jaded by life knows about what is going to make you happy, what is going to satisfy your soul. So if this person does something that makes that inner child kind of alert, right? You know how children kind of can tell that people are weird, or yet they can tell people are not weird. Like I went through this phase. I haven't had it in a while, but I went through this phase where if I would go to a restaurant, babies would like come and sit on my lap, or come and hug me, or be flirting with me across the thing. And I use the word flirt in the actual word, like the definition of flirt, not diddy or whatever. No diddy. But they're being really flirtatious, and they do it like from across the room. I went through a phase where that was happening no matter where I went, and it's like even the parents would be like, "Turn around," and I would flirt back because I love children, and I guess they could just see it, they feel it off of me, and so yeah, like inside of me there is a child, and that child can alert me to some of the things that is like, ooh, that reminds me of something that happened, or ooh, remember when that happened before? Ooh, I don't like the way that that sounds. And it's not like you're going to agree with everything that the person you're talking to uh, believes. You know what I mean? You can disagree, but it's the way you disagree. Is it respectful? Does it still allow for your autonomy? And what I've noticed is that, there are some men who are on that conquer bullshit where their only way to know that a woman is truly interested in them is if they can conquer them. Yeah. And it's so crazy because, dude, didn't you approach me? I don't know about you guys, but I don't approach men. I don't approach them. If a guy and I, well, okay, my friends are different. I'm not talking about friends, but males that are on these dating sites, I don't approach them. They approach me. They come with their hi, with their flirts, with their winks, with their uh, emails, whatever. They approach me. But it's so weird that once they approach and I give them the time of day, all of a sudden I'm in a job interview that I never applied for. Because it's like, okay, you approached me, and just because I say, yeah, I'm interested in you, now, now I have to convince you that I'm worth your time. Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? I'm not convincing you of anything. I was minding my own business, sir. And you came into my DMs. So I'm not telling you anything more about me than what you tell me about you. And if you're guarded, guess what? So am I. And matter of fact, I'm going to probably be even more guarded until I feel like I can be unguarded. Now, I've had some conversations where I could put my whole guard down and it still wasn't my person. It's just that wasn't my person, period. Not everybody's bad, but I really find it amazing that a dude can approach you, and then as soon as you let him know, hey, yeah, I'm digging your vibe, all of a sudden that means now prove yourself to me. What do you bring to the table? Mother, don't see that. I almost, I am the table, okay? I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm gonna stop it right here. But I got more to say about this, and I think what I'm gonna do is make it into like something I'm giving to my daughter because she's an adult now. She got eyes on her now, and I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot, dealing with these incubus, succubus types of men. And they're low vibe. They only want your energy. And the thing about it is, if they're very low vibrational, they will bring you low. And that's one of those things. Like I said, your inner child will alert you to that because it's only something you can feel inside. So you got to sit with yourself and feel what is happening with that child, inside of you after you leave the conversation. You know what I mean? It's like you're like, how do I feel? Did I feel heard? Or did I still have things that I wanted to say I didn't get to get out because this guy is trauma dumping on me? And I'm a good listener. I will listen. But if I'm not heard, I won't be listening to you for long. It's like, well, I already see that the scales are starting to kind of get off balance. I'm out. No shade. Have a nice day. That's the way I leave it. You have a nice day. Because I do want them to have a nice day. I just don't want them to have that day with me. Shalom.